Hey everybody, this video series is intended to be sort of a walk-along helper in the case where your parents have died and you're processing that estate. That's what I'm doing right now. Both my parents were in their late 80s or mid 80s and passed away within 10 months of each other. And right now I have this entire house, right now I'm in the garage, that I have to go through. I should say that this video series is not intended to be a legally binding or any sort of legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just documenting the process that I'm going through, hoping that it can help somebody maybe understand, create a checklist of what you need to do. We're going to be talking about dealing with lawyers, probate, real estate agents. I think we're going to be contacting a real estate agent this week, cleaning out the house, how that's going. That's way more overwhelming than I thought. I'm going to try to give some pointers in this series of videos of how to approach all this. Going to have to be renting a dumpster soon. We're taking a bunch of stuff into our house, which is already overloaded with stuff, which is further stressful. The entire thing's very stressful. Hoping that if you're watching this eases some of your stress. And if you are watching this, you're probably not going through the most fun time in your life. So, my condolences. So let's take a quick walk around my parents' property, show a couple of things that I've done, and then I'll be posting these videos weekly with just updates and also retroactively going back, showing how it all started and the first week, second week, how things work out. So let's take a walk. This is my parents' garage. It is absolutely full of a lifetime of belongings, gardening equipment, and whatnot that I am processing through, taking to Goodwill, chemicals that can't be thrown out, and just trying to make sense of all this. My parents lived in a maybe 2,600 square foot house. Sorry about the lighting. Just walking back to show you the property. We've started to tear up some of the beds over there. My mother had very nice garden beds for years. They were overgrown, and we feel like we really need to put some elbow grease into that to make it work, to make it sell. You see those are overgrown over there as well. I mean, it is a nice property. It's spring here in New England, and we have our work cut out for us. Luckily, the house was taken care of by my parents, and the roof was done somewhat recently. The house was painted, the back porch was done, but there are some things we need to take care of. Here we can see the back of the house. Those are the garden beds I was talking about that I'm anticipating mulch being delivered this week. They do have a generator back here. You can see this clutter in here that all has to be cleaned up and taken care of. There's more clutter over here that I'm sure the real estate agent is going to say needs to go away in a hurry. So that's what I've been working on, coming up here every weekend and just trying to get things rolling. I really was concerned about the timing because obviously it's spring, things are growing. I needed to get ahead of this immediately. So when this does go on the market in a couple months, all these flower beds you're looking at are blooming, the grass looks correct and all. This deck needs to be resealed or stained. That's another project I'm going to be doing very soon. I've done it several times before. I'm not worried about it. The outside of the house is in very good condition. There's a couple spots where the paint needs to be touched up, but luckily besides that, we are in good shape for the exterior. Now this is the basement of my parents' house. You may be looking or dealing with something very similar to this. This is going to be incredibly overwhelming. There's just a lifetime of belongings and memorabilia and some valuable items down here. There's also one of those windows right there needs to be replaced with a casement window. Been putting that off. So let me tell you something. Don't put this stuff off because it's all going to add up at once and you're going to be overwhelmed. So this is the inside of my parents' house. It's a very neat, nicely kept home. We're about 6 weeks past my father's passing. We have started to tidy things up in here a little bit, but really my parents did a good job of keeping things organized and neat. Luckily, they weren't hoarders, so the clutter is really in the garage, the attic, which we haven't seen yet, and the basement that I just showed you. Here we are in the attic. Lots of clothing, jackets my parents probably have not worn in years, Christmas ornaments, all sorts of just probably trash, photographs, memorabilia, but certainly a good weekend's worth of work up here with several people. So that was a quick walk around of the situation. There are several other rooms. We didn't look upstairs. It's a 3-bedroom house. Been attacking the bedrooms first for whatever reason. It just seemed like it was easier to get rid of some of the clothing. And of course, you know, everybody wanted to take what they wanted for memorabilia. 6 weeks in, I feel like that's kind of wrapping up and we're getting into the, okay, it's time to get a dumpster. But I'm gonna start making the first video now talking about that initial first week, and I'll label the video so it's very easy to go through and maybe you can just use it as a checklist. Hope this helps somebody. It's a lot.